Good morning. There we go. Audio off. Good morning. Hey, what's going on? First cup. My name's Jeremy. I'm back to my Whistlekick mug in the rotation. And it is Tuesday, July 10th. It's about 6:30 in the morning. And I've been up for a little while, but this is still my first cup of coffee. Because I only do that with you. So what am I going to talk about today? I wanted to talk a little bit about something that we discussed on episode 303 of the podcast. And for those of you that may be watching and aren't familiar with the podcast, with Martial Arts Radio, Whistlekick Martial Arts Radio is the full official title. Twice a week, we release episodes on our podcast feed, on iTunes, Stitcher, here on YouTube, on our website, whistlekickmartialartsradio.com, where we talk about stuff. On Mondays, we release an interview with a martial artist. We've had everyone from Fumio Demura and Jun Ri to Bill Wallace to Dave Kovar and Mike Chat. You know, big names, people you've heard of, all the way to people you have not heard of. People that are the type of martial artists that could be training in your school and you didn't realize their history. So we bring them on and talk about that. But then on Thursdays, we release something that tends to be a little more topical. Excuse me. And on episode 303, we talked about what I see as a paradox of being an overweight martial artist. The fact that if someone is a overweight martial artist, there's a bit of a contradiction there. I would encourage you to check out that episode if that's intriguing. We got a lot of great feedback. In fact, it was our most responded to episode of all time by a lot, which was pretty incredible. But why do I bring that up? I bring that up today because one of the things that is important to me in life, beyond martial arts, is working out. I work out because it makes me a better martial artist. I work out because it makes me better at life. I work out because it makes me healthier. Now, martial arts is great. Martial arts can only take you so far when it comes to fitness, though. And here's why. We're probably going to do an episode about this, but I thought that this might be a good opportunity for me to kind of get something off my chest. So one of the things we need to realize is that the body adapts. And I think we all know that, even if we don't think about using it with that word. The body is an adaptation machine. We get better at doing the things that we do often. We get worse at the things that we do infrequently. Ooh. For example, if you are a construction worker, if you're lugging stuff around all day, you get stronger, better at lugging that stuff around. If you know anybody that does roofing, you'll see that they'll throw one, often two, bundles of shingles on their shoulder and climb a ladder with one hand. There's a lot of balance, there's a lot of strength, there's a lot of endurance, a lot of things go into being good at that. They don't do it on day one, but over time they are able to do that. Developing a tan, that is an adaptation. Your body responds to the stimulus you give it. Why do I say that? All right. So when we consider health, exercise, fitnessy type movement, right, it tends to fall into two categories. In fact, it really only can fall into two categories. You've got cardiovascular and you've got resistance training, weight training, lifting weights. Cardiovascular stuff is stuff where the stimulus is on your heart and your lungs. Cardio, vascular, blood. The ability of the body to shuttle nutrient around faster because you need it faster. Oxygen is carrying through your blood. Right? Whereas weight training is resistance. It's your body recruiting your central nervous system and muscle fibers to perform whatever that task is. Now, here's the interesting thing when we compare the two. The adaptation, when you're talking cardiovascular fitness, is to develop a more efficient metabolism. The adaptation with resistance training is to add muscle, usually add mass to your muscle fibers, but there are some examples of adding actual new fibers. We're not going to get into that. That's way deeper than we're getting into on First Cup. But here's why I want you to care. Here's why this matters. When you develop a more efficient metabolism, you burn fewer calories day to day. This is important when we consider why that adaptation happens. Because, if we go back 10,000 years and you're running around in the woods hunting gazelles, you don't want to burn all of your fuel reserves, your fat stores, to find the next meal. What does that mean? Why do I even care? Why am I bringing this up? Because bottom line, if all of your exercise is cardiovascular training, and the vast majority of what's happening for fitness in a martial arts class is cardiovascular training, you are slowing your metabolism. So while you may see a benefit early on, you are ultimately setting yourself up for long-term challenges if your only exercise is in the dojo, or dojang, or academy, or studio, or whatever you call it. You're forcing that adaptation as the sole adaptation, and it's not a good idea. What can you do? So push-ups are the quintessential example of resistance training within a martial arts space. We do push-ups. What else can we do? Well, anything that makes your muscles burn as opposed to your breathing heavy, that is a muscular adaptation. Squats, lunges, and you can combine all of these with martial arts movement. Quite often when I teach, I'll have people doing squat kicks or lunging kicks or very slow kicks. All of these build strength through the muscles. As you add muscle, you actually increase your metabolism because muscle is expensive to the body. It requires more calories. So my challenge to you today, as I drink more coffee, I don't know why I just held that with two hands. It's like I'm praying to the coffee. My challenge to you today is to take a look at how you approach fitness and health in your life and find ways to incorporate strength training. It will make you a better martial artist. It will help you reach whatever your goals are. No, you're not going to get huge overnight. You are not that lucky. There are people that spend a very great amount of time trying to do that. And guess what? No one has. I'm not suggesting that you abandon martial arts. I'm not suggesting that you abandon cardiovascular workouts. I'm suggesting that once or twice a week, whether it's incorporated into your martial arts training or it's something you're doing separately, that adding a variety of martial arts themed or not strength training movements will make your martial arts better, it will make your life better, and you will be happier because of those things. Feel free to comment below. Tell me what you do. Tell me what your workouts look like. Is martial arts all you need, personally? If so, how do you address this? I think you should go check out episode 303. You can find it here on YouTube. You can find it at whistlekickmartialartsradio.com. You can find all of our products at whistlekick.com. And you can find me here again tomorrow, every day. First Cup. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have an awesome day. Peace.